Pisces, we're going to do your next 48-hour reading. Okay, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and welcome back if you are returning. All right, let's hope your reading is better than the Capricorns and the Aquariuses tonight. Let's see. But if you do have those placements in your chart, I would go watch them. Okay. Um, let's see what's going on for Pisces. I kind of want to start with Oracle today. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. What does Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus need to know for their next 48 hours? Some of you guys could be in the water, okay? Or you could be near the water in the next 48. Some of you guys could be walking by the water, okay? Some of you guys also may be walking away from something, especially like a goal that you had, okay? Some of you guys could be, oh, Pisces, if you had a goal, don't walk away from it, okay? Because I see some of you guys like giving up. You're like over setting some sort of goal or completing some sort of goal. If it's physical, if you have like a physical goal, don't give up on it, okay? You got to build your endurance, okay? And that could be a metaphor. Sometimes you got to build yourself up. You got to work your way through the difficult part so that you can get to the easier part, right? So take that how it resonates. But do not give up on a goal, especially if it's financial or physical, okay? Something health wise. Yeah, or about your work, okay? Some of you guys could be yeah, self-discipline, confirmation, okay? Some of you guys really need to, I mean, it's okay to have off days. It's okay to have off days. But remember to keep yourself in check, okay? Don't play around even with yourself. Excuse me. Let's see what's going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 48. Some of you guys, if you're also, I feel like maybe you don't want to be single, or you're realizing that you don't want to be single, excuse me, in the next 48, okay? But I feel like maybe you have to give somebody up because they're playing games with you, okay? Somebody is playing games with you, and I feel like you need to let that specific person go, okay? What else is going on for Pisces? I almost said Aquarius. Some of you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius, okay? Woo, cards flying at me. Some of you guys may feel like you just want to be alone. I'm hearing alone with you. You could be wanting to be alone with somebody, but I feel like this person's not good for you, okay? It might be better to keep them as just a friend, because anything extra would be kind of too much, or it would be toxic, okay? I feel like it's really not worth you putting in the effort with this person, Pisces, okay? It's better just it's better to just focus on your money instead. Yeah, don't make excuses for this person either. We have excuses reversed. Don't make excuses for people who can't make excuses for you, okay? What's going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 48? Yeah, finding myself, okay? Some of you guys need to realize it's time for you to go within yourself and figure out what you want out of life, okay? You could have been asking somebody like, what do you want out of this connection? What do you want out of me? Do you want marriage? I feel like somebody does not want marriage. Somebody does not want some sort of commitment. We have wedding reversed, okay? I feel like you really do like this person, Pisces. And look, I have lost faith in you and cannot see a future with you anymore. Okay? Confirmation. Um, like I said, you need to release your faith in this person, Pisces. Okay? Please. This is not the one. Okay? This is not the one. I don't care if you've known them. Yeah, you're going to look like a clown if you keep trying with this person who isn't trying with you. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, you could be too attached to somebody, okay? Also, keep in mind that when you attach yourself to certain people who are no good for you, you're going to receive part of their karma, okay? So that's why it's really important to watch who you surround yourself with, okay? Expand your horizon as well. It's okay to move on. It's okay to find somebody new. You guys are the fish, you know. You can find somebody new. You can swim to somebody else, okay? This is not the only person in the world. Some of you guys also need to focus on your debt, okay? Or if you're in debt or anything, you need to make sure to pay that off, okay? I feel like you're, oh my God, Pisces, you're like delusional over somebody. You're like, they're perfect though. They're not perfect, Pisces. They're not. And if you were thinking about cooking for somebody, don't, okay? They do not deserve your good cooking, okay? Some of you guys need to be self aware about what's actually going on. Somebody's not emotionally available right now. I'm telling you. Especially if there's like an age gap, okay? Somebody could be way younger than you and you're trying to take them serious. Look, tolerating abuse. You don't have to be here, Pisces. You don't have to be in that situation, okay? Do not, even if it's emotional abuse, you need to be careful, okay? What else for Pisces for the next 48? You got to learn to when to walk away, okay? Some of you guys could have Capricorn in your chart. Look, swindler, you think you hit the jackpot with somebody and you did not. Okay, I'm sorry to break it to you, but we got jackpot and then swindler came out. Somebody is being deceptive with you. Okay? This is not the one. What else for Pisces? Look, toxic relationship, okay? Also, some of you guys could be testing something in the next 48, or you could be going to the doctor, getting something tested. Also, maybe you need to do your research on someone or something more so that you can figure out what's actually going on. Do not be a victim of this person, okay? It's confirming again. Like I said, you feel like somebody's perfect, man or woman. You may feel like somebody's like just the best thing since sliced bread, and they're not. They're burnt toast. Okay, let's see what's going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 48. Yeah, maybe you guys are afraid of getting hurt because of your ego, or you're afraid of walking away from somebody very attractive because, I don't know, maybe you care more about looks than how they're treating you, or you care about how a relationship looks. Heartbreak, yeah. This is not the one, Pisces, okay? So take it how it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but somebody is not the right person for you. They don't even treat you good. I feel like you could be like disassociating and trying to, I don't know, like I said, you're like making excuses for somebody's poor behavior towards you. And like I said, there's more fish in the sea, okay? This is not the only person out there. It is not. And if you feel like you can't get better than quote unquote this person, you need to up your self-esteem, okay? Because you can. But it's about how you feel about yourself. We accept the love we think we deserve. Keep that in mind. Don't get destroyed by this person, okay? I feel like if you hold on any longer to this person, I think this energy has come through before, like last week or the week before for y'all. Y'all are still holding on to somebody. Yeah, you're in denial. Confirmation. You're in denial about who somebody is. And I'm hearing they leech off of you. And they only talk to you when they need something. You're mysterious. This person's not mysterious, Pisces. Or if you feel like they're mysterious, it's because they're focused elsewhere. They're not really fully committed the way you want them to be, okay? They could be more focused on their money too, or their work. What's drunkard here? Yeah, somebody's more focused on their school. This person also could be like a major drunk, or if you guys have any sort of like drinking issues. Oh my God, Pisces. Look, y'all are like, you could be like, I don't care if they're a drunk. I don't care if they do all this crazy stuff and treat me like trash. This card says, I hate nothing about you. Stand up, Pisces. Stand up. Pay attention to the red flags, okay? Oh my gosh. Do not be delulu. okay? I know y'all are prone to that, but you gotta wake up, okay? You also need to listen to your intuition. Because Pisces are very intuitive themselves already. So why, like, listen to your intuition the first time around, not the fifth time after they've hurt you and broke your heart, okay? I feel like you low-key know how this person is treating you, and you know it's not right, but you're staying with somebody. Also, if anybody is addicted to anything or a drunk or something, you feel like you don't even know who this person is anymore, or someone could feel that way about you because of the level of intoxication that they bring themselves to. Like someone's, yeah, rejection, self-sacrifice, depleted, running away. I do feel like you need to get away from this person, Pisces. Okay, and people are definitely talking about your connection with this toxic person. So if you want people to stop talking about this toxic connection, you got to give it up, okay? Because you are wasting your time, okay? Let's see. What else is going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 48? You can manifest a whole new person, Pisces. You can bounce back from this 100%, but you got to be able to release somebody. You got to be able to let it go, let them go, okay? And I mean actually, not just say, yeah, I'm over them, I left them. You got to actually do it, okay? You got to stand up for yourself too, Pisces. I hope y'all are not in an abusive situation, but for those of you who might be, you do need to plan something more strategically to get away from this person, okay? And we have too much. And fear, yeah, I feel like, yeah, some of you guys could be in a more complicated situation because of how this person acts. It's very toxic. I can see it already. Don't let anybody play you for a fool either any longer, because I feel like they are playing you, or they don't have any real intentions of getting somewhere, or, committing fully. And if you're already dating this person, they don't really have plans to change when it comes to their addiction issues, okay? So, you know how they say, like, go the distance? You don't have to go the distance with everything, because look, you could be very passionate about somebody, but they stress you the hell out, okay? They stress you the hell out, and they criticize you. They criticize you like crazy. And yeah, they hurt your self-confidence, but you stay. This is the same rejection. This person, I feel like either this person has rejected you already and you're choosing to stay, or they're not giving you anything serious and you're choosing to stay anyways. So you're breaking your own heart at that point. And look, bartender, someone could always be at the bar. They would rather drink, yeah, wine and dine. Don't let somebody breadcrumb you, Pisces, okay? Just because they gave you a Big Mac 3 weeks ago doesn't mean that they are a good partner, okay? You got to up your standards a little bit. You got to look, addiction, somebody has major problems, okay? If it's not you, it's the other person. And it's not worth it to wait on somebody like this. If after a certain while, it's no longer your responsibility to deal with somebody's bullshit, okay? If people want to change, they're going to change, okay? Look, key, core of the problem. I'm not saying you're not the problem, but you need to figure out, or you need to realize that somebody is basically keeping you hostage, is what I'm hearing, and you need to set your boundaries way more. And if you can't do that, then you got to move in silence and figure out how to get out of this situation, okay? I feel like you do need to be strategic about something. Some of you guys, music could help you with healing from this person or this situation, or you guys need to like sing more, okay? I feel like music can be very healing for you. Don't be loyal to somebody who's taking you for granted. Betrayal, I told you. Betrayal, backstab, deceit, traitor, not to be trusted. This person has a temper, especially when they drink. Red flags, okay? Don't be dedicated. You need to release your dedication to somebody who is not a good person, okay? When you hear yourself start to say, oh, but when they're sober, they're really nice. Or, oh, they don't always act like that. If they acted like that in the first place, what makes you think that that's who they are, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. That's who they are as a person. And they're not going to change by you coddling them and sitting there and, helping them through every little thing, because they're going to do it again. And they'll just be like, oh, Pisces will be there for me. Even no matter what I do, Pisces is going to be there. Don't be somebody's, um, I don't know why I'm hearing bottom bitch. Okay, this person could have other options too, but don't be somebody's punching bag. Okay, basically. Let's see. Let's get a few more. What else is going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? You guys could already have an age gap. You got age issues. I'm also hearing this person is too old to be acting like this, or if this is you, you're too old to be acting like this. Somebody does need to get away from this person. Okay, too risky. It keeps confirming. Let's get a couple more. If you have a family with this person, I understand. It is a little bit more difficult for you to fully get away from that person. But like I said, you do need to work on finding a way out, okay? And we do have caught a case, okay? So be careful, especially if you're sleeping with this person. And if they are a user, you know what I mean? Like if they have addictions and things like that, you really need to be careful, okay? When sleeping with this person. And I'm not trying to be rude or whatever. It's just the reality of it. When you are dealing with an addict, okay, I don't care how much you love them, addicts tend to do certain things that, you don't even know about. Sometimes addicts are very sneaky. You know what I'm saying? And they will do whatever sometimes to get that high or that drug or that pill or that drink, okay? You've seen the videos of people on like the street telling people that, oh, like they'll suck their dick for, a couple pills. I'm hearing ecstasy, okay? I don't know. Like, just don't underestimate what an addict or someone who's fiending will do for their own high, okay? That's not your problem. And if that's you, Pisces, I feel like you do need help, okay? I'm not the rehab center, okay? So I'm just reading the cards for y'all. Let's get a couple more for Pisces. What else is going on for Pisces? Somebody also could want you to unblock them. It says, I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. That could be, I feel like that's how you feel. Somebody lacks a lot of discipline, okay? This could be sneaky link. This could be definitely somebody you sleep with. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough, I mean, if it's your first situation or relationship that you're dealing with, like with an addict or something, I do understand, because maybe you just don't know better sometimes, but I feel like it's time to go. It's time to leave. You can't help this person. It may be hard to accept the fact of that, but like I said, it's not your responsibility to coddle somebody, because they will just expect you to be there every time they fuck up. And they'll keep doing it because they know that you'll be there. Okay. Yeah, and I'm hearing like safe haven. What do they call those? Like centers for addicts and people who need help or shelter. I don't know. Some of you guys are gonna be having to look out for one of those, but if you can, go to a library, research, on the computer or whatever, or if you already have a phone or something, um, you probably do if you're watching this. If you are in the situation, go to the library, use the Wi-Fi. Usually libraries have free Wi-Fi these days, and use your resources. That is one of my biggest things I've told y'all since I started my channel when I picked up on this type of stuff. Use your resources. You're not hopeless. It may feel like you are, but you can make it out of this, okay? But if you put the work in to make it out of this, okay? If you want better for you, just like I told you about this person, if they want better for themselves, they're going to do better for themselves. If you want a better life and situation outside of this, if you want to be treated better, you got to put the steps and work in to actually get there. Okay. Um, so yeah, if you do need shelter or something, there are numbers and things like that you can call. Um, but yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you have not already. Hello, welcome in. Thank you guys for joining. And if you guys would like a personal, I am going to be on TikTok for a little bit in like 30 minutes or so, okay? But I don't want my phone to die, so I'll probably only be on TikTok for like 30 minutes doing personals, and then I'm going to call it a night, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thank you for joining, and watch for your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You guys have a great night. Bye.